per the introduction, I do quite a bit of work with corporate clients, but I also spend some time doing some coaching. And I would say my main purpose is really to help people figure out how to live a life filled with joy and gratitude and meaning. And that can sound really lofty, but gratitude is has such an amazing power over us, and it transcends our language and our cultural and economic differences. And so I really want to talk about gratitude and what that has meant for me during this whole story. And so I'm in the US on the West Coast. I live very close to what would be considered the US epicenter of COVID-19. And so I'm going to take everybody back to March 1st. And my husband and I had been out of town. We'd been in California to see some family, and we hadn't paid any attention to the news for the weekend. And we land at SeaTac and turn our phones on, and our phones are a hotbed of activity. Text messages, um, emails, people calling, voice messages, all about offices are closed, grocery stores are out of food. There's just this huge wave of fear and scarcity, and we're not even sure how to respond. We're so out of touch as what has happened. And we get in our car and we decide, should we go to the grocery store on the way home? Should we be a part of this movement? And we both make this choice. No, we hadn't planned to do that. Let's go home. Let's control how we respond to the fear. And so we get home and we look through things and we decide we're fine. We have plenty. We actually don't go to the store for several weeks. And I'm not going to say it was completely calm. I did count the rolls of toilet paper. There was a lot of crazy stuff going on. People are just in the stores and they're buying absolutely everything they can. And what they're doing is they're creating scarcity for others. And there were terribly sad stories of mothers in grocery stores asking somebody who has a cart filled of frozen vegetables, saying, can I please just have one bag to feed my children? And people are saying, no, 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 I have to have all this for me. And so we just really took this time to evaluate, like, what did we really need? Like, what was the difference between need and want? And we really needed very little. And so we started thinking, like, how do we share this sense of gratitude that we have created and to share with others that we need so much less than what we think we do, and particularly in the US society about just plenty. And we thought, what do we do? Do we give food? Do we give money? And we thought, what's the one thing everybody says they never have enough of that's very finite? And that's our time. So in order to figure out how to really be of service to others, we just took the time to talk to people, our friends, our families, our coworkers, our clients, and just gave them time and a safe space to really share their fears. And we both started doing a lot more pro bono work. And so I took this coaching practice that I had just launched. I'd really just got my first paying customer signed up, and I'd celebrated that about a month before. And I decided I was going to do 100% pro bono coaching. So even clients that could pay, I ripped up contracts and I asked everyone that I was coaching, whether they had a job or they were trying to do a career change or they were trying to manage fear, not to pay me, but to pay it forward. And I really found that asking people to pay it forward created this opportunity for them to volunteer and donate time and money and be more creative than they would have had they paid me. And it also was a lesson because they weren't thinking about how to pay it forward. And I started to hear these amazing stories of people just doing really cool things. A voiceover actor that created this lovely meditation tape and put it on our website for free, and she was going to charge for it. People buying groceries and anonymously leaving them on doorsteps, and people dropping off boxes of chalk on neighbors' yards and watching their children make these beautiful pieces of art in the streets. And it was just, how did we give our time and create comfort because we had so much gratitude to give? And so I've been talking to a lot of people about different ways just to give back. And I know there's a lot of fundraising that needs to happen, and that's also super important. But I often see in the US that it's really easy to write a check and to hand that over and to be really distant. But the more that we give our time and the more that we listen to people and we engage and we understand that we're all in this together and we all have fears and we're all losing people, it brings us together in this connected community, and we can find gratitude together in that helps draw us together. And The pandemic has really highlighted that for me, that the power to choose gratitude over fear and scarcity brings us together. It makes us whole people, it unites us, and creates a community of love. And that's really the message. It's a simple message about just making those conscious choices about whether to react to the fear, as much as there is to be fearful, but we have a choice if we choose to take that breath and still approach things from love and gratitude. So thank you.